You're listening to Biz-Souls, the business podcast with an edge, hosted by me, Rona Lewis, and Jeffrey Hansler. Tune in for perspectives and discoveries about the changing world of business. It's time to connect to the heart, soul, and humor of how business gets done. Hello. It's time for Biz-Souls. I'm Rona Lewis.
I'm Jeffrey Hansler, and we get to the heart and soul of business and the people that make it happen.
Yes, what are we
and
doing?
I'm filled with joy from our last podcast.
Yes, we just talked about microjoy. And now we're
Yes, it
talking...
made me so happy.
What a joy it is to work with him as well.
So we're talking about networking now.
We are. You want to start off? Because you brought it up. Something
I brought
that
it
was,
up. Yeah,
it was a related thing.
Yeah, she does these things on
Who is she?
I don't remember who she is.
Some babe.
Some
babe made a point.
And she was saying that, if you want to be in the perfect place in a networking party, because holiday season is upon us, if you want to be in the proper place, be just in this space, just at the doorway where somebody would leave where the drinks are being served. Because people get in, they feel uncomfortable.
Right.
So they say, I'm going to get something in my hand to ground them.
I don't know what to do with my hands, yes.
I want to get something in my hand. And then they get that, they take a sip, they turn around, and they're ready to talk to somebody. And she said, you could be a social savior by being in that spot, and you can network and hand your cards out and things like that, because that's the place that it would most likely.
It's like
occur.
hanging out in the kitchen when you're at a party. That's where everybody hangs out.
Yeah, exactly. And the kitchen, I think, is a good place for that because stuff needs to be done, and I think that's a good thing for networking. And then you came back and said that the greatest advice you ever heard
was from Casey Everhard, which I think he's like an unbelievable networker, and I'm going to try to get him on the podcast because he's got some great advice. And this was something that I learned years ago from him, and I use it all the time, and it has served me well. When you're going to a convention or an association meeting or something like that where you're not going to know a lot of people, there are three people to get to know. One is the meeting planner or the person who arranged the whole thing. You go up and you compliment them. Hi, my name is Rona Lewis. I just wanted to say I think you've done a great job, and start a conversation with them. Ask them questions. How'd you get the idea about this? And that will lead to them getting to know you. The second thing, or the second person, is the speaker or the speakers, if there are more than one, because many times, if they're a good speaker, they might go up as they start to speak and say, I was just talking to Rona before I got on stage. You guys know Rona? And then all of a sudden, everybody in the place knows you. And the third person, there may be more than three, these are the three that I remember, is listen for the loudest person in the room. Almost guaranteed they will have a bunch more people around them, and you can easily join in and get into a conversation with them. They are always a good person to know. And then, of course, I'm usually the loudest person in the room.
Exactly.
So I just hold court.
Rona's holding
basically
court.
who's holding court. And 9 times out of 10, you will be invited into that because the person probably has a bit of an ego and wants the people.
Yeah, they want
them.
people there.
So that's a good way to at least start to get to know people and get yourself known.
Well, I think both of these hold truth and validity.
Both or all three? Oh wait, your way and my way.
Yeah, your way in both situations.
Okay.
Yes,
and I agree.
For example, you are generally the loudest person in a room
ever,
and you definitely hold court. And look at all the birthday. I mean, you've got a huge following of people. Almost all the guests that have been on.
Well, I like people, and I happen to be a good friend.
You are a good friend.
Ask my friends. I give them $10. Go ahead.
Exactly.
I owe you. You got nothing for that one.
I got nothing for that one.
So yeah,
If I had $1 for every time,
I'd have $1.
I'd have $1. All right. So anyway, no.
So
and,
it is both. It is both things too.
well, and it's good. And the idea too is social. I have a tendency to dread social engagements. I just do not look forward to it. They're work to me. And it's rare that I would go and want to be, and it's an attitude switch. If you go there to be social savior for somebody, then I could go and hang out in a place, and then somebody comes up and talk, and I can talk, and I feel like I did something useful. That's my thing. I gotta feel like
He likes to be useful.
I like to be useful. I think men in general like to be
Basically,
useful. What do you think?
Use me. That's what he
Well,
says.
yeah, well, that's true too.
That's a whole different story.
That's, yes, under the right conditions, that works very well. Anyway, so yeah, and just in terms of networking, right now, how do you feel about networking? So with what's going on the internet, so we'll bring it back directly. I mean, we haven't nailed these.
Finish
to
a
business.
sentence.
We haven't nailed these to business yet, so let's nail this one to business.
Wait, we haven't nailed networking to business?
Right.
Of course we have.
We talked about social, and you talked about, and you haven't talked about the value of networking. We've talked about acts to network. Well, is networking valuable anymore? And I think that networking now is more valuable than ever, because the internet has given everybody a microphone. It's given everybody that's on it, all these influencers and stuff. They're all making this.
Oh, wait, all these podcasts?
And all the podcasts and things like that. The idea is the volume of stuff that's out there now is huge, and we're a drop in the bucket of the volume that's out there. Whereas before, so once you became a speaker or something in the business, they would know you.
Yeah.
Now the noise is so much. There's so many people claiming to be speaker. It's like, it used to be the
they can claim all they want. If they get on stage, you will tell if they are a speaker or not.
Well, and maybe they are, maybe they aren't. So who knows? So I think though that networking is valuable, and I think your career catapulting right now is evidence of that. So you've gone out, you've changed direction, you meet people all the time, you do things for people, and because of that, you've been invited to do several programs. Right. And now you're getting invited more and more often to do programs. Yeah. Now you are a good speaker as well.
Thank you. I think so. And here's a thing about what I have found has been successful for me. I don't talk about what I do until, if they ask me once we get into it, what's people's favorite thing? It's talk about themselves. So I don't.
She gets started talking about herself on the podcast. So by that time, she's exhausted.
I'm exhausted. So then
not.
It's much easier to just ask people,
Right.
Or I'll go up, and this works a lot more with women, and I don't lie. And I will go up and I will find something positive to say, you look like you're having an awesome time. What's your favorite thing about this event? It's kind of like going into coaching mode, bringing stuff in, asking questions, because questions are the key to everything. Or that is an awesome purse.
Meanwhile,
where'd you get that?
One of our conversations with Jeffrey Dahmer, and what's your favorite thing to do at a party? Oh, I like the hors d'oeuvres.
There you go. So people like to do business with people they like. And when you ask people questions about themselves, they don't know why they like you. They just like you. And it's, and then afterwards, they're like, okay, I don't know a lot about you. Oh, I work with play. What? And then I talk a little bit about that. And then I ask them, so what's the most playful thing about, then I bring it back on them. And that's how, we need this in the office. Probably. So that's my story.
Yeah, I know. It's amazing what you practice, you get good at. I'm wondering, so having conversations, you should learn to have conversations with just about everybody.
I think it's a lost art, especially what you're saying. Or we were saying, the younger generation is not versed in conversation. They don't know how to have conversations. what kind of questions do I ask? I don't know. I don't know what to. You can put and you know, if you had to do it, you could do it too. I can be put into a room with multinational presidents of organizations or a garbage man. Not that there's not honor in anything, you know. And I will have a conversation with them. People want to feel heard, and if you make someone feel smart, boom.
I agree. As a garbage man, going to meetings and
Well,
events,
you do throw out a lot of garbage, so
I did learn to have conversations with just about anybody.
yeah.
I think that's how we met. I was taking out the trash at your place, and you said
Yeah,
hi,
that's it.
and that's the way it went.
And
All right.
I asked him to get something down from a shelf because I couldn't reach it.
Exactly.
Couldn't-
Exactly.
Anyway,
All right.
So-
Anything else on this?
no, I just you know, people get so worried, and don't worry about the first thing. Handing people your business card. Ask them for theirs, and then you can connect with them.
Right.
And then if they ask you for yours, because people are so like, you want a card? You want a card? You want a card? I get, as you know, I may put it down if I'm speaking. Yes, I will put them down. Some people take them. Or if I'm networking, I get, can I have your card?
Well, you know, that's another thing. A lot of younger people don't carry a card.
No, they'll do the
phone thing.
the phone thing. And if it gets put in your phone, people forget about it.
Yeah, sure.
So
Yeah, exactly.
that's what I think. If you guys disagree, let us know. And while you're thinking about it, hit that bell, hit that subscribe button, because we need the numbers. It really helps the channel. If you comment, please make it more than 7 words. Evidently, the algorithms have changed. So just make up a bunch of words and throw them in there.
Great advice. Thanks. Hi. Let's get hooked into the
Icicle,
algorithms.
snowmobile, garbage can.
Right.
Let's see.
Right.
Let's see if you can play with words. All right. That is it for us. I'm Rona Lewis.
I'm Jeffrey Hansen.
And this has been Biz-Souls. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
You've been listening to the Biz-Souls podcast with your hosts, Rona Lewis and Jeffrey Hansler. Did you have fun? Subscribe, rate, and leave a review. It's very much appreciated. Talk to you next week.